Coach Lyon, it's time for Mule Rider softball just around the corner this weekend. So why don't you give us a little bit of a update on what's been going on with the softball program and an outlook on your season?
Well, we've been working really hard, and I'm excited. I think there is a genuine excitement among all of our players and coaching staff as far as getting out on the field and getting out to play. I feel like we need to find out what it is that we need to work on. We need to find out just exactly where we're at, and so we're really excited to go out this weekend and get to play some games. And we've been Mother Nature has not been the kindest to us as far as being able to get outside all the time and field use, but what I would say is that my team has made very good use of what time we've had, and they've worked really hard no matter where we've been, as far as either in the cage or even having to use the football field or whatever. They've worked really hard to try to improve themselves so far this spring. We are we're a very young team. We will, if I were making out a starting lineup today, we're looking at probably 6 newcomers in the starting lineup. 3 sophomores, 2 freshmen, 2 true freshmen in the starting lineup. So we're a very young team, kind of a work in progress, but I do feel very good about the direction. We have had the few seniors that we do have are all great leaders and great kids, and they've really bought into what we're doing, and they've really bought into the direction of the program, and consequently that's really making the young kids, and that's really helping our young kids kind of develop and bringing them along at a speed that I think that will allow us to be very competitive this year.
So in the Great American Conference preseason poll came out just today, and the Lady Mule Riders ranked right in the middle of the pack, number 5. So talk about that for just a second, and kind of where you expect to end up as you go through the season.
And I'm not, we were picked preseason number 5, which really didn't surprise me. I kind of figured that that's probably where we would be, after kind of making a run last year and finishing where we did with the kids that we have coming back. What it tells me is it tells me that we've caught people's attention. It tells me that that we've caught people's attention, that people kind of know, hey, that we're around. But it also kind of tells me that we've still got a lot of work to do. Our goal is not to finish number 5 or in the middle or whatever. We want to win the conference. We want to be one of the teams at the end of the season that's playing for a championship. And but from where we were at last year, last year's preseason ranking, we were picked finished dead last. So it also tells me that, hey, we have made improvement, and that people are starting to recognize what we're doing, and it tells me that we've caught some folks' attention. But all of that said, we're more focused on where we're going to be at the end of the year, and our goals are to finish at the top of the conference. And I feel like that this is a group that can potentially do that.
All right, so you start things off this weekend. You're going to make the trip down to Pensacola, Florida to play in a tournament there and to get the season started. Talk about a little bit about the games you'll be playing there and what you expect this weekend. Excited.
I mean, this is a great opportunity for us to really kind of gauge, where we're at this early in the season. We're going to be playing some very, very good competition. Playing Young Harris College out of Georgia, who was 26-21 last year, so an above 500 team. We play them on Friday. They are going to be a lot like us in that they've got a young roster, they've got a brand new head coach, so that's going to be an interesting start, because we really don't know much about them other than what we've been able to kind of pull from the internet and those kinds of things, but we feel like it'll be a good first game. Then we turn to Saturday and we play Valdosta State, who's preseason ranked I think they're number 1, number 2 in the nation. They're preseason picked to win the Gulf South. They're the defending national champion from last year, so that's going to be obviously a great test for us. But it's one of those things that we feel like that's the kind of game and that's the kind of team that we want to play to help get us ready for the end of the year. We finish up the weekend with West Florida. who West Florida, is a top half Gulf South team. I think they're picked to finish 4th in the Gulf South this year, and they're always very good at home. And so it will be a good weekend for us as far as we're going to play some good competition. We think the weather's going to at least be nice, and the best part about it is we're going to get out on the field and we're going to play.
All right, Coach. Well, we do wish you the best of luck this weekend, and we'll talk to you about those games next week, and look forward to talking to you throughout the season.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.